Alright guys, here go another video. We're gonna watch the video, listen to the video, watch the video, listen to the video, and tell me what you think about the video. I just think that the whole world going crazy right now. Personally, in my opinion, I think the women are going crazy right now. And a lot of the men are too, because they're getting themselves into things that you just shouldn't get yourself into. You really just should not get yourself into. And it really ain't much you can do to stop what's happening. It ain't a lot you can do. But it's a crazy world we living in, guys. It really is. It's a crazy world, man. In this situation right here, I'm gonna tell you what I would do, but I'm gonna let you watch it, and I'm gonna tell you my thoughts on it, and then in the comments you could leave your thoughts and tell me what you would do in a situation like this. Because for me, yeah, it's obvious. Here we go. Let's take from the top.
Oh yeah, before, and I thought that I would never have to go back to anything like this again. But unfortunately, that's not the case right now.
After that, everything's supposed to change.
Everything did change. Everything. No, it had to. I had to do something.
You stood out there showing your body. You stood out there doing stuff like this on camera.
You act like that's the only thing that I do. I have mad jobs, but they're not facilitating everything that needs to be done. So I got something extra. OnlyFans be breaking me off. What the fuck?
It don't matter what they break you off. It's the disrespect that comes with it.
What disrespect?
You couldn't come and talk to me about it.
Okay, well, we're talking about it now.
Because I had to find out on the fly.
All right then, but now, okay.
No,
So, wait.
I had to find out on the fly.
So now you know. Okay. And so? Whatever. I'm been doing what I have to do, period. Like, that's fine now, and that's what it is.
Wow. Married a chick, I guess from the sound of the conversation and what I heard, she was taking off her clothes when he met her. And I guess she must have told him she wasn't gonna be doing that. And she went back to doing it. Listen guys, when you meet these women, however you meet them, whatever they was doing, and when you met them, that's their mindset. That's how they are. That's who they are. That's in them. And you're not gonna take that out of them. Even if they say they quitting, they ain't quitting. They always go back to what they know. When the money get low, or when they start losing the respect for you, or feeling like they could just do what they want, and they already done got in with you, she gonna inherit whatever wealth he got, if she married to him. And my understanding of it is she's married to him. And he found out through one of his friends that she was doing OnlyFans. Your homeboy is seeing your lady with no clothes. Any woman that takes off her clothes, to me, has a price. And you can't have a woman like that as your wife, your lady, or nothing, because she has a price. That means your friends, those so-called homeboys, could sleep with her. Family members could sleep with her. New men could sleep with her. If they come in with the right price, and she low on money with you, she'll go sleep with it. He got more than you. If she'll do that behind his back, she'll sleep with somebody behind his back. And she said it's breaking her off. So she's basically telling him that the money is more important than her marriage to him and her relationship with him. She basically telling him she care about the money. She don't care about him like that. That if the money ain't there, she'll leave him. She wasn't offering him. Think about this. She wasn't offering him none of that OnlyFans money that she been making. She been keeping that shit quiet and keeping it to herself. It ain't like she went and did it and then say, hey, Let me give you some of the money. That's what I made. Personally, me, I will fire her ass. Marriage or not, I'll cut my losses right there. Because she's tainted, she's polluted, she's corrupted. This is why I don't mess with strippers. I will not date no stripper or have no relationship or marry no woman like that. Because trust me, they go back to doing that shit. They don't stop. A person that's in the streets, in the clubs, if they stop it for you, they're going to go back to doing it. They ain't stopped. They're acting like they stopped. They're great actors. They don't mean that shit. They ain't really quitting what they was doing that they like doing. They only saying that to you to get with you. They, you know, in love with the idea of having, to me, the women are in love with the idea of being married, with the idea of marriage. They don't really want to make the sacrifice for marriage. They don't want to be wives and do the job of a wife. They want to be a wife, but they don't want to do what a wife has to do and make the sacrifices that a real wife would have to make. So they're in love with the idea of marriage, not on what it's really built on and the sacrifices that it takes to have a successful marriage. They're not with that. Listen to a lot of them carefully in the words they use. A lot of them use words and say stuff like, I wasn't happy. And what do you hear the other women say? Well, girl, if you wasn't happy, you should just leave. Girl, ain't nothing wrong with that. He ain't doing this. He need to take care of you, provide all your needs. And if he ain't doing that, you need to go get somebody that can. They will quickly break the vows and the bond between, the covenant between man, God, and them. They break the covenant with God. They don't even care. They ain't marrying no more for the real value of a marriage, the real traditional values of it, the what marriage is built on. It ain't built on happiness. Happiness ain't nowhere in the vows, ladies. Duty and honor. Respect. They ain't none of them loyal no more. None of them don't believe in being loyal or honorable or none of that. They ain't on that shit. They on whatever they can get at the time. You gotta have everything, and then if you got everything, they still looking for more. They ain't never satisfied. I was watching a house show, and I don't watch shows, but my cousin was looking at the show, and I seen the show. I happened to look up, and I was looking at the show, and it was a white couple. The lady wanted an office. She wanted her room, her house expanded. She wanted her whole bathroom and kitchen remodeled. And she wanted an office room for her to have an office. But she had a budget of $25,000. And the lady, it was a lady and a man that would, set these houses up, and they work with a budget. And the lady said, well, what budget am I working with all this stuff you want? The lady said, $25,000. That lady said, that's a real small budget. Ain't really much I can do with a budget like that. She said, well, this is what I want. And so the lady said, well, the solution to maybe giving you a little bit of an office, she had a little laundry room, and she had a space in the laundry room that behind the laundry room that could be made into a small little room, where you could set up a computer and little office stuff. She said, nah, I want more than that. I was expecting to have a lot more room than that. I was expecting my own room. I was expecting more. The man is just sitting there looking at her. He like, but we ain't got more. And the lady was looking at the lady, and the lady said, you ain't got money to get more. This is the only thing you could do. This is the key to your problem. This is it. You can't get no bigger. I wanted more. I wanted a bigger space than that. Listen to this shit. Listen to it. So she said, well, I wanted a bigger space than that, and I wanted more. And I was expecting more for that. So the lady and them say, well, we probably gonna have to take you to look at another house. She said, okay, well, yeah, I need some. We need more. But the man was like, we can't really afford more. We can only afford a house that's within the 307, 309 range. We can't afford no house more than that. So he telling his wife, listen to it. They show her another house. A man shows her the house. She wanted the man that was with the lady. Now she wanted the man to help out, because the other lady was like, we can't do nothing for this lady. She wanted more than she can't really afford to get. So the man goes to help her out with her and her husband. So he takes her and shows her this huge house. When I say it trumped their house, it looked like their house 2 times. Big ass house. 3 stories. She walked in the door. Now she in a little nice little regular house. She walked in the door of this huge house, looked like a mansion, sitting with a big piece of land, everything, right? But it was a little distance away. Listen to it. She walks into the house. The man said, man, this is a nice house. Her husband. And the man said, this is a real good house. Especially compared to where y'all at. It's a nice house. Guess what the lady said? She walked in. She looked around. She said, she was dead ass serious. Well, I said, this world full of a bag of crazy. She said, I was expecting it to open up more. I would expect it to be a little wider. And they walked her. He said they go to the kitchen and the dining room together. You got big, huge kitchen, dining room. She said, I was expecting more space, more windows, more outside, more, more. This ain't enough. The man said, this house is $380,000. She said, well, her husband said, we can't go 389. She said, this ain't even enough. We need something bigger. She had just said they needed a bigger house from the first house they was in. And she didn't want to accept making her little room, that little space into a little office. No. She want a whole real office. She said, no, I need a lot more room. I need this, I need that. You ain't even working at the house. You got an office at work. Go to your damn job. At your job and be in your office there, bro. She want an office in the house. Then they showed her a house that was 2 times the size. I want to say 3 times the size of their house. It was that big. Big piece of land. Oh, she said, oh, this ain't big enough. I was expecting it to open up more. It was big as shit. Oh, I was expecting it to open up more. And then I was expecting more windows, more outside. I could see more of the outside. Then she came outside. She said, yeah, and it's kind of far. And I wanted it to be a little closer. It's too far, for my job. And I'm like, dude, I would kick her ass to the curb. I wouldn't even, listen to me, and I'm not joking. Not even a little bit when I'm talking. She would get kicked to the curb. The NBA player wife, if she went and joined OnlyFans, I would divorce her ass on those. I would get rid of her. We would get our divorce, and I would cut my ties and losses right there, because she is basically telling him she don't respect him. She's also telling him she's going to do what she want to do when it comes to the money. She's also telling him she'll fuck somebody who got more money. She will sleep with a man if he comes with more money than him. If he ever was to fall in life, she going to go to the other guy. That's what she's telling him. She going to do whatever she got to do for the money, and she meant that shit. That's what she said in the video. I'm doing what I got to do. Oh, it's breaking me off. So if any man came along and wanted to break her off, she gonna give it up. The women just ain't the sharpest tools in the shed. A lot of them. Not gonna say all of them, but I want to say at least more than 90% now. I used to say 90%. I'm gonna say 95. 95% of them are gone. There's just nothing left upstairs. It's over for them. And this lady looks are gonna fade. She's already older. And she's sitting there talking about she gonna continue to do the OnlyFans. Ain't nothing good coming to her if this is what she's gonna do. Nothing. But you can't tell her that. She cool with doing the OnlyFans, and his friends came and told him. In the video, he said it by his friends telling him. Like one of his friends told him. She wasn't even gonna tell him. So now the friend done seen your chick nude and seen your chick and everything she got to offer. This is the problem. This is the problem. And yeah, I would kick her to the curb, can her ass, get rid of her as quick, fast, and possible as I could. And I just cut my losses. I'm telling you guys, there really ain't no incentive in getting married these days. These women are cut and do anything, cut loose and do anything for anything. They don't even care about the vows. They don't care about the marriage. They don't care about the kids. They don't care about you. And this is why we all gotta put a stop to it and start telling the women how we really are so they can understand what they could do and can't do. And they can understand their bargaining chips and what's reasonable and being more reasonable and more understanding. They don't seem to have no emotions or feelings at all. They're like vultures. Leech, just drain the life out of you and then move on to the next person. Like the men that watched her drain you, gonna let her come over and drain them. This is what they believe. And that's not what's gonna happen. So, yeah, she's done, bro. She for the streets. You need to let her go and move on. Cut his losses, cut his ties, get that divorce, and go on. She done already showed you she ain't respecting you. He must be a retired NBA player, because she already trying him. These women will get with you for what you got, and not what you got and what you can do for her, and not offer love, not offer that. She'll sleep with you and make kids with you and everything, but it ain't about that. No. And you don't get the women from the clubs, from the streets. It look like he got her at a strip club. He got her somewhere. She was taking off her clothes. Because his argument is, you said you wasn't going to do that no more. And you was done with that. And she's saying that she needed to go do it. Listen. Guys, whenever a woman comes in from the streets, from the clubs, taking off her clothes like that, for her mindset, listen to it. Anytime that she sees that she wants to go back, she just gonna make up a reason. Even if it ain't true, she gonna make that a reason for her to go back, because that's who she is, and she always wanted to go back. She never really wanted to quit. They want it all. They want your money, and they want the money from the streets, and they want the attention from all the men, not just from you. And that's a big problem. And with women like that, guys, you gotta let them go. Send them back to the streets. That's a bad fish. Throw it back. Throw it back. Take your picture with it like the Bassmaster. Yeah. Get it up. 15 pounds. Hold it up, take that picture, and then throw it back. You don't keep that shit on the boat and take it home with you. Throw it back. That's bad, polluted water. Throw it back. You don't need that. You don't want to take that home with you. Throw that back. You should never take a woman like that serious or bring her in, because now you asking for a problem. And now look at the problem you got. He's married to her. He got a house. He got stuff. He gonna lose shit, because she sure gonna take it to the cleaners. And he tried to divorce her. She sure trying to take half. If she willing to go there and take money from that, she gonna try to take whatever she can get from him, and she gonna keep doing that. And she gonna go mess with his partners and talk about him like a dog, how he wasn't doing nothing for her, and this and this and that. So you can't have no woman like that, guys. You can't. You gotta let women like that go. They for the streets. That's my opinion on that. I do not feel wrong, and I would can her ass quick, fast, and in a hurry. She would get her cancellation papers. I would see that shit, and I would go get me an attorney, and I would just go ahead and divorce her ass right down the spot. I start making arrangements, moving my shit. I'm just not finna deal with it. He in a bad situation, a real bad one. But anyway, guys, that's my thought on that. My thoughts on that. That's my thoughts on that. That's that. You tell me in the comments, am I wrong? Would you do the same thing? You let me know in the comments about it. Anyway, I feel sorry for him. I do, because he in something that he not finna get out of like that. So I do feel sorry for him, but he put himself in that situation. You never marry a woman in the streets and the clubs. I'm sorry, you don't do it. So he finna learn a very valuable lesson. He's older having this lesson. Most of them players don't get to really go out and have fun and really have relationships. So their whole life is training and being at the top of their game for their sport. Nobody teaches them anything about women, and then they think they know, and they getting all these women, and all y'all in the sports and famous and don't understand that women are just getting with you for the money. They getting with you and trying to give you a kid and let you beat it raw, do all the shit you want to do to them for the money. They love you for the moment. The minute that the money go or your fame go, you start dropping low, she gonna go and try to get with somebody else that got more than you. A person that take their clothes off for money, they'll do anything for the money. They done already sold they soul. There ain't no saving somebody like that. They already done sold, they sold. So, you know, when they'll take their clothes off for money, they'll sell themselves for money. They'll do anything for the money. If the price is right, it's going to be on tonight. If the price is right, it's going to be on tonight. It don't matter if she married or not. The women don't care about the kids and none of that stuff, them vows. They will go and sleep with that man and be with that man over the money he got. And they don't realize that that man is not going to get him none of his money. But he going to wax their ass and tell him he is. And everybody getting what they deserve. She getting what she deserved. Because she think that the men on there like her and she really finna get somewhere. Not going to happen. Ain't nobody going to respect the women who do that. And whatever you put up on the internet is forever on the internet. You can't ever erase it. Your kids and their kids can go back and see you nude and doing the stuff you did. Women don't understand this internet is forever. But that's my thoughts and take on it. It's a sad situation. He looked like he finna tolerate it and deal with it. Because he wasn't telling her, like, you gonna get off and you gonna this. He talking about, you could come and talk to me. I ain't talking to you about shit. When I find out you doing this, you out of here. Get your shit. You get ready to go on your way. I'm going my way. Oh, no. Oh, yeah, we are. We're divorcing because you doing something that's completely against the vows for me. I didn't sign on for this. I'm not accepting this shit. You have got to go. We're finished. You taking off your clothes, my friend, seeing you. Hell no, you got to go. And she just talked to him like he was shit. No respect at all. His house is everything. No respect at all. And what? And now I'm telling you, and now you finna get your shit. Use your OnlyFans money to find you a place, because you're gonna need that to go to keep your place up. I'm not finna pay for nothing for no woman that's taking off her clothes. You get some, you get no respect, no support from me at all. Nothing more. I wouldn't buy her nothing else. I wouldn't buy her ass a donut. You going all that shit? Nah, I don't want nothing to do with you. I'm not in support of any of that shit. Ain't nothing we got to talk about. Because if you went this low without talking to me, you'll do anything behind my back without talking to me. You got to go. You got to G-O. You got to go. End of that story. That's it. Done with that shit. Anyway, that's my take on it, guys.
This photo, the one you posted 20 minutes ago from your trip to Cabo. Take it down. A woman in a committed relationship does not broadcast her body to 3,000 strangers on the internet.
Excuse me? I look incredible in that bikini. I worked out for 3 months for that body. I am not deleting it.
You do look incredible. But your beauty is my exclusive access. I do not run a public museum.
Exclusive access? I am not your property, Marcus. It's just an aesthetic picture. You are being incredibly insecure right now.
Insecurity is a fear of losing you. I am not afraid to lose you. I am simply refusing to tolerate disrespect.
Disrespect? All the girls in my Pilates class post photos like this. It's perfectly normal.
And all the girls in your Pilates class are 32, single, and miserable. Taking their advice is a guarantee you will join them.
I am an independent woman. I can post whatever I want. If you don't like it, don't look at my page.
When a business puts a product in the window, it means the product is for sale. You are marketing yourself like a single woman.
I am not for sale. I am in a relationship with you. It's just for likes, Marcus. It's harmless validation.
If the validation of my commitment is not enough for you, and you must outsource it to thirsty strangers, you are a liability to my peace.
We'll deal with it. Because I am not pressing delete. You don't control my social media.
You are right. I don't control your social media. I only control who lives in my house.
Wait, what are you saying? You're threatening me?
I don't make threats. I execute protocols. You chose the attention of strangers over the respect of your man.
You are bluffing. You're not going to end a 1-year relationship over an Instagram picture.
I would end a 10-year relationship over an ounce of disloyalty. A picture is just the symptom.
Marcus.
The debate is over. Let's go pack your bags.
You are actually psychotic. You want to control what I wear, what I post, how I breathe.
I made a simple request to protect the dignity of our relationship. You chose to start a war. I am just finishing it.
It's not about dignity. It's about your fragile ego. You can't handle the fact that other men desire me.
Other men do not desire you. They desire access to your body, and you are handing them free samples on a digital screen.
I like the attention. It makes me feel beautiful. Why is it a crime for a woman to feel good about herself?
Because my provision, my protection, and my exclusivity should be what makes you feel beautiful. If it isn't, I am wasting my time.
You're living in the dark ages. It is 2026. Women have an online presence. You're trying to force me into submission.
I cannot force you into submission. Submission is a choice. You either trust my leadership or you rebel against it. You chose rebellion.
I am not rebelling. I am standing my ground. I will not let a man strip away my individuality.
Your individuality is safe. You have successfully preserved your right to be naked on the internet, and you sacrificed a billionaire to do it.
You're really doing this. You're throwing away our future over an app.
No, Maya. You threw it away. I set a boundary. You decided crossing it was more important than staying.
But I love you. I don't want to leave. Why are you being so inflexible?
If I bend on this, I bend on everything. If I let you disrespect me in public, you will eventually destroy me in private.
It's just an app. It's just stupid likes.
Take your phone. Take your likes. And take your bags to the front door.
Marcus, please.
The front door, Maya. Your audience is waiting.
If I walk out that door, I'm really never coming back. Am I?
No, you are not. A king does not recycle disloyalty.
3,000 likes. 3,000 men who don't care if I live or die. They just want to look at me.
An illusion of value. The matrix of modern dating.
I let my ego blind me. I fought you over something completely worthless just to prove I couldn't be controlled.
Ego is the enemy of peace. It convinces you that the man protecting you is the man oppressing you.
You aren't oppressing me. You were asking me to act like a queen, and I threw a tantrum like a child. I don't need their validation. I only need yours. I'm sorry, Marcus. I submit. I yield. You were right.
You dropped the sword. A king forgives the rebellion once the rebel bends the knee. Leave the bags here for now. Go wash your face. The war is over.
Thank you. Thank you for leading me. I'm going to the bedroom.
True submission cannot be demanded. It is earned when you prove you are willing to walk away.
And on the animation part of the video, I liked the animation. It was pretty good. That's why I got that video and showed it. But it's an animation. Let me just say this. In that animation, I would have put her out anyway. The animated chick, I would have put her out. Because once a seed is planted in a woman and she voiced her opinion like that, that's deeply rooted. And that's something she really wants to do. And once it's in her to do it, she gonna do it, either behind your back, but she is going to do it. And now you have to deal with how she really feels and how she really thinks, because it's a mindset. And a mindset is not something easily you're gonna get somebody not to do when they're set in their ways on doing it. I mean, when you hear all the good reasons why she needed to do it, she worked out hard to get in that bikini, to take that picture, and all her friends. In real reality, the woman would never stop her wanting to do that. She would never submit and go there. And if she did, she would just be lying, because that's how she feels inside. And if she went that far to go there to do that, she was gonna do it again. That's how she felt. And when somebody feels like that, you can't disregard their feelings. So for me, I gotta let her go, because that's just that's a red flag and a big warning right there. She's showing me her mentality, her mindset right there. I gotta cut her loose, because now I already done got a preview to the future coming attractions, to my future problems that's coming, because that's a mindset, which means she's not gonna quit. So she might be cool today, she might be cool for a few months, then she gonna go back and do it in some kind of way, shape, or form again on some of her social media. You gonna find out about it. She not gonna tell you, and then when you do, it's gonna be all lies, stuff that she didn't been lying to you the whole time, and now you acting surprised when you heard everything she felt and how she felt and what she had to say about it when you originally approached her with it. Once that's in them and they are cool with that, and they have justified their means on doing it, and this is rooted in them, and they strongly feel this way, and they're preparing to do it to feel, you know, she worked out to get there to put that bitch up. Nah, you got to get rid of her. You can't keep her. That's how I feel about it. So once the seed is planted within a woman, she's going to do it. She's going to take you down that road. At some point, you're going to go through that with her. And most of the time when it happens, if it's bad, she don't care. Because in the moment, she don't think it's bad. But in real reality, she knows. She just wants to have her way. And then look at all the stuff she said to him. He's controlling her. He's not going to take away her freedom. And they had to make him a billionaire for her to act right? Nah, bro. Hell no. I would have just got rid of her. He can get plenty of women. He's a billionaire. He can get plenty of women. I would have let her go. Let her go. She went as far as got her bags packed. You still going back and forth with her. She got that way before she got to the door. Then she got to the door and saw it was real, and now she wants to change. Now I'd just go ahead and put her out, bro. Let her go. Even if she deleted it, I would let her go, because it ain't like you had to have one talk with her and she understood and she changed. It's like she was fighting you on it. She strongly feels this way. This shit is coming from a deeper place. This is her mindset. She looking at all the other women. She don't care about how you feel. She completely disrespected you. But everything he said was on point, though. I like that. But yeah, I'd have to let her go. I just couldn't keep it, because the relationship gonna come to an end. If you got a problem with that, and most men will, the relationship gonna come to an end. If you let her keep doing that, the relationship gonna come to an end, because it's gonna be one disrespect gonna come to more disrespect, and that's what he said, and that's true. And she's already disrespecting you for the attention of other men. What I'm seeing with a lot of women is there's just no way of really satisfying them. No matter what you do, they're just never satisfied. It's gonna be some kind of problem. And she really don't offer anything. She really don't offer nothing. The same thing that she offering, there's 2 million or 3-4 million more, a couple of 100 million more offering the same thing. So, no. Yeah. Anyway, I don't want to go too deep in there, because we already went through this thing of the conversation, you know, with it already being as it is. So I don't want to, because I could go on with these things, stuff like this. Yeah. But anyway, that's my thoughts on it, you guys. I hope you liked the video. I hope the video helped, and have a good day.